Cardiff, June 2017. As expected, the passion is everywhere across the street of the Welsh capital for this Champions League final. It may be a historical day for Juventus Turin. They face Real Madrid, 11th time European champion and title holders. But the step was too high for the Italians. 4 goals knocked the Bianconeri out of the final and led the impression that something was missing at Juventus. On this 1st of July, the Torinesi are having a special day. The new store, new stadium name, new logo, and new training ground on its way. The black and whites are opening a new page of their history. And the aim is simple. Giuseppe Marotta, one of Juve's CEO.
Se non c'è il risultato sportivo, onestamente tutto può essere perfetto, ma non ti fa innanzitutto creare i presupposti per avere un bilancio competitivo. E la competitività tu la ottieni attraverso l'investimento.
A corporate logic that seems to pay off for Marco Berinazzo, journalist al Sole 24 Ore.
Le società di calcio negli ultimi 15 anni si sono trasformate in industrie, in aziende vere e proprie, quindi sviluppando tutti i propri asset, l'asset commerciale, il marketing, gli stadi, hanno aumentato il loro fatturato e sono diventate vincenti anche in campo. Viceversa le squadre come quelle italiane, a parte la Juventus, che non hanno capito quello che stava accadendo e non si sono trasformate, sono rimaste più indietro anche dal punto di vista sportivo.
In the early 2000s, the club was among the most bankable in the world. But in 2006, the discovery of a network of ringing games called Calciopoli put down the old lady. It resulted on a relegation in Serie B, a sportive and financial downfall for the Bianconeri. Over the last 10 years, the revenue of the biggest football clubs have exploded, but Juve's relegation has broken their growth. The comparison with Real Madrid is interesting. 40 million euros were separating the two teams in 2005-2006. The Calciopoli happened and the gap widened. Only 2 seasons were needed for Real Madrid to earn twice more than Juve in the same period. For Philippe Very, head of strategy and management at EDEC Business School, it is all due to how you use your reputation.
You have a good brand name, it's a kind of competitive advantage. So if you have a competitive advantage, normally it's good for profitability. So it means that these clubs here, which have a very well-known reputation, can play on their brand image, in fact, to create some kind of distance with all the other clubs here.
And Juve's reputation was broken. To hit back, the board first decided on the construction of a brand new stadium set to the highest standards. For Rob Smith, Serie A analyst at Football Radar, it changed everything.
It's much smaller than when they were at the Stadio dell'Alpi, so it's not as noticeable that there are empty seats, but there is more of an atmosphere. But then they've also got a shopping arcade around the stadium, so they're now making more money off just having shops around the stadium that are now selling to their fans, so they get the rent off them. There's just more money coming in. 6 titles in a row and 2 Champions League finals later, the old lady is back among the best on the field. But off the field, the gap is still huge. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United are cruising on top, while clubs bought by foreign investors have taken over the remaining spots. In terms of revenue out of the commercial sector, Juventus is far behind the rest. I Bianconeri earned last season £70 million out of marketing, merchandising or sponsorships, while Paris Saint-Germain, only 6th in the table, made nearly £230 million out of the same type of revenue. It is more than 3 times Juve's income. But Juventus may be on the edge to turn this around.
Per noi Juventus significa crescere. Per continuare a crescere abbiamo bisogno di continuare a vincere, ma per continuare a vincere abbiamo bisogno di evolvere il nostro linguaggio.
These words from President Agnelli represent the black and white desire to be more than just a football club. And what they're about to do may change the vision we have of a football club forever. Juve is innovated by making of their crest the symbol of a club who wants to turn towards the world. No more symbol of Turin, a simple double J, Juve experiences the concept of personal branding. Previously used by Roger Federer or Tiger Woods, the club tries to make of the letter J a worldwide reference to the Bianconeri. And by going inside the brand new store, this feeling is everywhere. The store is divided into not so equal parts. The smallest goes to Adidas, while the biggest part is for the clothes designed by the Bianconeri.
Yeah, they want to be able to appeal to young women and children and whatever else in other nations as opposed to just in Italy. It's a very bold and risky sort of move, but if it kicks off and they're able to sell much more clothes or sell much more stuff with the JJ logo on it, then that's huge revenues that could come in.
And interviewing the players or the board about this change during the summer was absolutely impossible. While the team traveled all the summer to the US for the Ciao America tour, the directors were busy signing partnerships all across Asia. Add to this a communication social media mostly based in English, and you can see how Juve is totally shifting.
So come and join the Bianconeri. We'll see you at the stadium. Ciao!
There will be more and more reflection of how, in fact, to sell or to use the brand, to create a strong brand image around these soccer teams here.
There's one half of me that thinks this is fantastic business sense, and the other half of me thinks this is where football ends, and it's turning football from being football into a business.
Si deve fare in modo che anche le società medie possano crescere, perché altrimenti avremo 4-5 squadre che vincono sempre e questo poi è la morte dello sport.
So La Vecchia Signora may have driven the so-called beautiful game to a way that no many fans would like to see. With one of the most reputed clubs in world football adopting such a corporate logic, we can wonder what will come next.